Yeah, there you go.
Welcome back to Vlog.
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 What are we doing today?
I think we're gonna take the motor apart. Alright. This is the motor from the crashed car. It's a 2.5 liter. Still has a turbo on it. Still has the oil cooler on it. I think looking at video from the crash that it had turned off before I turned the switches off. So that last car was set up where if I crash or have a problem, I can just hit all the switches down and it turns the car off, cuts the power. But looking at video, it's hard to tell because the camera in the car was trying to attenuate the volume. So it's hard to tell. I think the car was already off though, before I'm hanging there upside down and I slap the switches off. So something killed it. It still had fuel pump cutoff logic built into it for crashes. But I think it would have died too fast even if the fuel pump had shut off. So it might have just stalled because it was trying to make RPMs, and those tires, as the car came over and rolled, slapped to a stop really fast. So one way or the other though, I want to see what's going on inside this motor, and then we also want to refresh the thing, upgrade it a bit, make it a little stronger, make it so that it blows by less, so that I use less oil over the course of a run. I don't know if you can see, if you can pan down. These normally go to my catch cans. These are my breather hoses, and even still sitting here, they're still full of oil. So this thing breathed a lot. So hopefully,
is that what you call it, breathing?
Yeah, it just lets me know it's alive. It's like a built-in oil double telltale. If it's not filling catch cans, it needs more oil. So, so I want a motor though that doesn't do that because I'm tired of messing with that all the time. So a bunch of things lining up. Let's take this shit apart. First thing I'm gonna do is take all these coolers and lines off. So this motor has a Roger Clark thermostatic oil cooler sandwich adapter. So it's got a little thermostat in it. This is what I've talked about in the past. I've talked about it on the podcast. This portion of the header, obviously the cooler lines sneak out here. This portion of the header is double wrapped. This is an old turbo blanket because a lot of the times after they've been running heat cycled, they don't come off in one piece. So I run a double wrap turbo blanket and then this heat sleeve stuff. And even when the exhaust is glowing red hot, it still keeps the oil lines alive. They're kind of no-nos putting the motor together. I gotta get in there. I don't feel like, fuck it, whatever. So the two things that breathe through the catch cans are the I forget what I was talking about. Oh, catch cans. There's a crankcase breather, and then the heads have a breather as well. So
You said catch can, not an AOS.
not an AOS, yeah. I got asked why in the last video.
Why catch can?
Why catch can, not an air oil separator? The answer is that it was $15. And they're light and they're simple to plumb. All right, breathers. This son of a bitch, that's causing me so much trouble. The wiring issue I talk about, that has always been a pain in my ass. It's a home signal error, which is this sensor. I've tried everything. I replaced the trigger wheel, replaced the sensor, replaced harnesses, so it's not just cracked lines. Checked air gap. Pinch impact. Grounds don't stand a chance. Did you break these?
No, dude. Are these broken?
No.
Oh. I was gonna say you have eye wire things.
They break all the time. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Just put a zip tie on.
That's the hack. Zip ties.
Zip ties, baby. This deal about race car shit. It all sucks. It all gets whooped on. And if we're not talking like professional motorsports, then probably it's done as cheap and simple as possible and just cobbled together and held together with zip ties. Uh-oh. Blah, 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 blah.
She's a squirter.
This is my access hole.
Give a little reach around there. Yeah.
Grabbing nuts, brother. Grabbing nuts. Hey, take my nuts.
Now my hands are clean, dude.
Take my nuts.
No. I don't. I want no part of that.
Size and stress.
Oh.
This is the braised joint that everyone says to be afraid of.
Is it cracking? Is it broken?
No.
Even going through a flip and everything.
Yeah, and motorsports use and stuff. I've never actually seen one crack. Or signs of damage so far. And that includes in the pan. You know what it's making me want to do?
What?
Just run the motor. We hit the cover. Dual bearing.
Oh man.
RCM, RCM, RCM. RCM, RCM, RCM. Around for the first 1 or 2 episodes. Now we're serious.
Are we serious?
Now we're a serious vlog.
There we go. Let's see.
Oh shit. The fuck?
What happened there? Well, good thing we're not reusing this thing. On both sides.
No idea. What the fuck?
Well, good thing we took it apart, huh?
Yeah. Holy shit. What's your piston to wall? 69,000.
Keep them loose. Because we're pushing a lot of boost.
Pushing so much boost, bro. Man, that's wild. I have no idea. it wasn't there for very long. I wonder if the other side's got it too. I wonder if it dropped something in the intake. So it's weird that with that damage in the combustion chambers, usually if something really gets off and gets down in there, it'll hammer away for a while. And it looks like, I don't know what, 30 dimples, right?
Yeah.
Which is a split second in the motor's revving time, right? Like it's 30. I mean, a little more than that, but you know what I mean. So I'm looking for something that would like come in, beat shit up, and left in a hurry. So like ceramic from the spark plugs, like there's no other indication of what the hell happened there other than dimples on the pistons and on the cylinder head. So I don't know. I'm glad I didn't just put this motor back together.
Yeah.
I think those have been there for a while, which means it runs fine with them. And those would normally form kind of a hot spot. And so I'd be worried about, you know, like
What is this shit right here?
knocking and stuff.
Was that just shit that fell in?
What's good?
I don't know.
That must have fallen in.
Well, I mean, it gouged the a little bit of the top.
Just a hair right
It's
where
like,
it
yeah.
like fucked around up there a little bit.
Oh my god! Look at this piss in the ring gap. Holy shit!
This in the wall?
Yeah, piss in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still good.
That's why I was blown by some moves. That's what I'm telling everybody.
Like,
I'm trying to explain to people like, oh yeah, piston wall clearance, it was really bad in this motor. Oh yeah, what was it? Cool, cool, cool. No, I'm telling you, this motor was always so loose. Like, even I know forged pistons are gonna grow more, whatever, piston slap, whatever, that's still way more. It's because I found those pistons in another motor. Like these ones, I just went on Craigslist, I was like, oh, I gotta build a motor. I'll find some motors and I can build out of. That's what I did when I got these pistons. I just was taking apart blocks to see what I could build. And found these pistons in this block. So this block and these pistons were actually already in someone's like high horsepower project. So I pulled them, got new rings, rehung the cylinder walls.
this shit is nuts. There's no gouging on the
Nothing,
fucking.
right? Yeah. What the fuck? I thought the most interesting thing that we were gonna see pulling these heads off was this ghetto fix I did to fix a nick in the surface, but no. So like already, if we think back to like what the original kind of goal here was to see, one, did this motor come to a stop mechanically, or did it stop for other reasons, like a fuel pump cut off or something like that. It would appear to me that either I turned it off and I don't remember it because I had a concussion, or the fuel pump shut it off. I don't see a mechanical reason this motor would stop running. That being said, there is damage in here from something that we still don't know the answer to, so that's interesting. There is some evidence here that we were actually moving some coolant that wasn't just an overheating issue that we were having, but also a combustion pressure leaking issue. But the whole point was to try and figure out if this rotating assembly was still good for the most part, minus the pistons, the crank, rods, and the heads, cams, stuff like that. For the most part, that's all going to hold true. That fits kind of within our goal of putting a new motor together with higher compression and AVCS and stuff like that. I'm hoping those heads will be salvageable, that they'll be able to be decked enough to get those dimples out of them, because those are heads ported by me that I've had good luck with, and I'd like to keep them, not only because I don't feel like porting any more heads right now, but because it adds time, cost, all sorts of that stuff to the project. And I like those heads. Those drove really well. So we'll see.
So next time.
Till next time.